Welcome to the Grim Workshop Trapping School. Today we're going to learn how to set the split stick deadfall trap. So the split stick deadfall trap has appeared on several different cards so far. Jordan Jonas has put it on both of his cards. So this is the Generation 2 card. His first generation had the identical split stick deadfall. And the Callie Russell card has the same trap as well. So this is a modern primitive trap. So you can duplicate this trap in the woods with just a knife and a couple sticks. The one that's included in the card is usually going to work a little bit better. It's going to be more friction free and it's going to be a heck of a lot faster to set. So when the trap comes out of the card, you're going to see a side A and then a longer side B. So both of these are going to have a sharpened end, and that's going to be set into the ground, and the other end is going to go into your deadfall weight. So opposite of the sharpened end, there is an end that is recessed slightly. So side A and side B both have a matching step. So when those two recesses overlap, that gives us the same thickness as the overall stick. So the third component is going to be the bait pin. And you can see on this end, it's slotted, so that's going to slide over those two sticks and hold them together. And then I have a hole, and then I've got a barbed end, and that's going to help us keep our bait on the stick. To set this, I've got deadfall side A, deadfall side B, and my bait pin. I don't need my pin for it this second. So we can see down this end I have these two recessed ends. And they are just going to lay one on top of the other. Kind of like that. I'm going to hold that with my finger, and the bait pin is just going to slide on. So that bait pin could slide on either direction. It doesn't really matter. And then we can see that the pin is holding the two uprights, the A and the B, together. Now when this is disturbed, when an animal comes and pulls on the bait or the line or whatever with this rigged, it's going to collapse the trap, and then we're going to be eaten. So it's a quick and easy setup. I take the two recessed faces, put them together. Then my bait pin slides over. Now I'm just going to dress it up. Make sure the sticks are level. And there we go. So the trap holds itself together, and I'm going to use this slab of cherry as a deadfall weight. And then I'm just going to make sure this is fairly plumb and it wants to stay standing. So to get that done, I'm just going to find a balance point. There you go. So one thing to remember is that this hook right here has to be under the weight. So you want the animal to commit and be underneath the deadfall. With this side here, if this hook was facing the other way, this animal could be pulling on your bait and it would be outside of the fall of the weight itself. So you're also going to want to secure the bait. So we've got a hook and we've got this hole that we can attach this to and actually tie it on to make the animal struggle to get it off. So because the two sticks are held together with that U-shaped bait pin, the sides are kind of held together. So you can tap this on the sides and it's really not going to fire. This trap is a directional trigger, so it's really only going to fire if it's pulled forward or back. So that's going to create that hinge action. So this is the case with any deadfall trap, but specifically this one because it's a directional trigger. You want to make sure that you've got this set properly. You've got your trigger under the deadfall weight, and we've got a little bit of an overhang right here, which is going to be great. You want this angle fairly low. If this was a 45 or higher, that's going to give the animal more time to get away. So you want to have everything set up so the animal is well within this kill zone. Now as the animal comes up and starts to pull on this trigger and chew at the bait, we've got dinner. So that's the basic overview of the deadfall trap. Now you should be able to pull it out of your card and get it set up. So just be sensible with your weight and be sensible with your target animals. Something like this is probably going to be better suited for micro trapping. So that's going to be something probably smaller than a squirrel. I would say mice, chipmunks, anything in that size range would probably be what I would be targeting with a trap this size. And for any deadfall weight, you're going to want 5 times the target animal. So if you were trapping a 1-pound animal, that deadfall weight's got to be 5 pounds. So there's a lot more to it. I will show you in our next video how to make this trap even more sensitive if you're having trouble getting your bait stolen. So now that you saw how to assemble it and how to set it, you kind of got a better idea how it works. Now you can make this very, very similar trap out of wood. Probably the closest one that I do is the Siberian deadfall. And if you've seen the movie Happy People, that was the trap that they were using there. And we have 2 pieces. We've got the recesses, very, very similar to the version on the card. And our bait pin or our bait stick is just a little bit larger. And very, very similar concept. The stick is holding this split stick together. And then whenever this is disturbed, you see the weight's going to fall.